By the end of this video, you're going to know how to build a Pinterest type layout in Webflow. Now you might be thinking this is really complicated or this is going to take a lot of time to build, but it's actually really easy. So let's go right into it. So here in Webflow, I'm in a sample project and I've set up a collection of images. So these are just randomly generated names, and then each one has a random image. So if we go back to Webflow, I've just set up a very simple section container and then our collection list wrapper. And then what I'm going to do is double click on that, go to the settings, and the source is going to be images. So we're going to take the source from images. We're just going to leave everything else as default for now. I'm going to go ahead and add in an image. So I'm just going to focus on building out this Pinterest layout and no other kind of specific design here. So I'm going to pull that here in. Let's open up the collection list and pull that image into that collection item. And then I'm going to go to the image, go to its settings, and then we're going to pull in the image from that image field that we have. Okay, cool. So here you can see all of the images are just coming in, but it's not in the masonry format that we want. So if we publish the site, it's just going to be a page that looks exactly like this. So I'm going to show you how with just a line of code, you're able to turn this into a Pinterest type masonry layout. So the first thing you want to do is go to Refocus's masonry layout, and you could just Google Refocus masonry layout and this will come right up. And they have laid it out step by step exactly how to do this. So the first thing we need to do is copy this script, and we're going to put this into our Webflow site. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So I copied it, and I'm going to go back over to Webflow. And here in Webflow, we're going to go to our page. We're going to go to the settings of the page we're on, and we're going to go ahead and put this inside of that body tag. So we're going to do that and click Save. And now what we need to do is set custom attributes in our Webflow site to set the settings of our Pinterest layout. So the first custom attribute we have to do is creating a list of items or cards. So I'm going to copy r-masonry-layout. And I know it's 1, so I'll just enter that in, and I'll show you how to do this. So we're going to go back to Webflow, and then we're going to go to our page elements, and we're going to set the custom attributes not on the overall list wrapper, but on the collection list. So on that collection list, which is below the collection list wrapper, we're going to go to settings on the right side. We're going to go down to custom attributes and press the plus button. Paste in that name r-masonry-layout and put in the value of 1. Okay, great. So we have that, and we're going to go back and get the other settings as well. So the next is the column min width. So what we're going to do is, again, copy that setting, and then we're going to go back to Webflow and then add another custom attribute. And I'm going to make my value 400. And then we're going to go back one more time, and we're going to define the size of the column gaps. So I'm going to copy that again, and then back in Webflow, we're going to add that last custom attribute, the gap, and we'll make it 10. Okay, great. So now what I'm going to do is publish our site. So we're going to publish it, and when you add these custom attributes and the custom code, it's not going to actually show up in your development site. So it's still going to look the same, but I just published it, and let's see how it looks in our published site. So here we go. We have our masonry layout set automatically. We have our min width of 400, so that's what these are set to, and we have our gap of 10. So that's where you can change those settings here. So pretty cool that it does this automatically. And it will also be responsive as well. So as you make your page smaller or larger, the masonry Pinterest layout will resize. So I hope that you found this video helpful and you can use this in your own project. Thanks to Refocus for actually creating the instructions for how to do this. This was really helpful and really easy to do. If you want to learn how to build more in Webflow, check out the link in the description or go to nocode.mba to watch our full course on how to build websites in Webflow. It's taught by top experts where you'll learn how to build really complex landing pages and websites with all the best practices from expert Webflow designers. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave a comment below if you have any questions. I'll see you in the next video.